Could the Boston Bruins be trading for Marco Rossi of the Minnesota Wild? I'm going to give you all the details on the latest surrounding Marco Rossi and his possible departure from the Minnesota Wild. So buckle up, Bruins fans. I'm here to give you the latest info on your beloved Boston Bruins. If you've been liking my Bruins content, please leave me a like and subscribe. If you've already done so, thank you, and let's get into it. According to thefourthperiod.com, the Boston Bruins are showing interest in Wild center Marco Rossi. As reported by Anthony DeMarco of Daily Faceoff, the Wild are not interested in signing Rossi to a large contract at this time, and neither seem to be the Philadelphia Flyers, who spoke with the Wild about Rossi but declined to engage further after contract talks. According to TFP's Dave Pagnotta, Rossi is believed to be looking for a deal similar to a 7-year, $49 million contract Matt Boldy had already inked with the Wild. Marco Rossi's journey in the NHL has been a testament to resilience and growth. Drafted 9th overall by the Minnesota Wild in 2020 NHL draft, Rossi faced early challenges, including health issues that delayed his debut. After a brief stint in 2021-22 season, he spent significant time in the AHL to hone his skills. By the 2024-25 season, Rossi emerged as a key contributor to the Wild, recording 21 goals and 32 assists over 68 games, showcasing his offensive prowess and playmaking abilities. Despite his on-ice success, Rossi's future with the Wild has been a topic of discussion. As pending restricted free agent contract negotiations are underway, they have hit an impasse, and it looks like the Wild are looking to trade him. General Manager Bill Guerin has publicly stated his satisfaction with Rossi's development and contribution to the team, but still looking to trade him. The teams that are showing interest in Rossi are the Calgary Flames, the Buffalo Sabres, the Vancouver Canucks, the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Rangers, and the Boston Bruins. I'm a Bruins site, so I'm only going to talk about the Bruins because, honestly, whatever on the other teams. Also, given the Rangers cap situation, how are the Rangers able to pull this one off? Rossi's evolution into being a reliable center has been pivotal for the Wild. His ability to adapt and perform under pressure was evident when he stepped up during key injuries in the lineup, delivering multi-point games and solidifying his role in the top line. His two-way play and commitment to improvement have not only earned him the trust of the coaching staff, but also made him an integral part of the team's core. But oddly enough, in the playoffs, he didn't get that much ice time and was dogged by the media and his coach a couple times. The Wild's management recognizes the importance of nurturing homegrown talent like Rossi. With the team navigating salary cap constraints, developing and retaining young players becomes crucial. Rossi's progression aligns with the organization's vision of building a competitive roster through an internal development rather than relying solely on external acquisitions. Or at least it did until Rossi was looking for a long-term deal, and the team is more interested in a bridge deal now. Funny how that works. Rossi's commitment to the Wild is evident. He expressed a strong desire to remain with the Wild, emphasizing his focus on contributing to the team's success and growth. The NHL is a business, though, and it needs to be a two-way street. Bill Guerin is a tough GM, and he's willing to take risks, but for some reason, he isn't willing to give Rossi a long-term deal. So that tells me either he doesn't like something about Rossi's game, or he just doesn't see him as a top six and thinks he's a bottom six center. I'm confused because he had a pretty good season last year. The Wild have Kirill Kaprizov set to be a UFA at the end of next season and will be commanding a huge raise from the $9 million he's currently making. But the Wild also have $46 million in cap space, so they shouldn't have an issue signing Rossi. This doesn't even put them up to the cap, even when they re-sign Kaprizov. Rossi got 68 points last season, but maybe the Wild are looking for more at the center position and are looking to upgrade. Maybe they do a deal with Vancouver and they trade Pettersson for Rossi. Maybe that's an upgrade. The Bruins certainly want to upgrade at that position, and I would think they would be very much interested in Marco Rossi, but what are the costs? Rossi is an RFA and not a UFA, which means the Wild hold his rights and they don't have to trade the 23-year-old. Rossi, however, is ineligible for a salary arbitration, which would have provided either a 1 or 2 year term, but is eligible to sign an offer sheet with 31 other teams across the league as early as July 1st. So there is a pressure point for the Wild to potentially trade Rossi if the contract isn't agreed upon this month. It would cost a team a pretty penny depending on how long the contract Rossi is looking for if someone would offer sheet him though. Rossi wants a 7-year deal with $49 million. Say the Bruins give him that deal? Divide that $49 million by 4, and you're left with $12.25 million as the value of compensation as an AAV. For a team to offer sheet him, they would have to give up 4 first-round picks, which makes me think no team is going to offer sheet this guy, and certainly not the Boston Bruins. For the Bruins to get him, it would have to be via trade, and it wouldn't be free. You're talking Mason Lohrei, a first, and Matthew Poitras to even start the conversation, I think. I don't think the Bruins' first-round pick this year is in play, but maybe the pick they got from Florida in the Marchand trade. The Bruins would have to give up a sizable amount of their future to get a deal deal done. And their prospect pool is already pretty slim. I don't even know if Patra, Lowry, and a first gets it done. I'm not sure other teams value Patra as much as the Bruins do, and I think Lowry has a lot of potential offensively on the back end. I would think if you're the Bruins, though, you would like to send Casey Middlestat back in any deal if you're getting Rossi, because Rossi would instantly be your second line center. The Wild aren't rebuilding, though, which makes me think they would like a roster player back in return, but if it drags out long enough, maybe Sweeney can get some leverage out of them. As much as I think Rossi would be great in Boston, I have a hard time seeing how it would even work, because I just don't see what Boston has to offer back in a trade that can help the Minnesota Wild now. Sweeney has done fairly well with his trades in the past, so he could surprise me, and maybe I'm overvaluing Marco Rossi. Let me know in the comments what you think and if the Bruins even have a shot at trading for Marco Rossi. That's a wrap on today's video. To stay up to date on all the news surrounding the Boston Bruins, please subscribe and drop me a like. If news breaks surrounding the Boston Bruins, be sure to check out the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you, and I'll see you next time.